In today's video, I make a couple of desktop LED water fountains. Let's go! This project originally started as a small proof of concept for cost savings and finding out where the pitfalls are with making a fountain with water that cascades on the inside. I really want to do something like this, but on a much larger scale, where the spheres are about 2 feet in diameter for a backyard water feature. So I went small just to get my feet wet, learn some things. I definitely pushed past some comfort zone items, such as the electronics and 3D printing. That's where I got the large hand from. If you have an idea kicking around in your head and you're kind of reluctant to start it, for me, for large projects that are complicated, I typically just break them down into chunks or sections, planning, electronics, supplies. I just start with that first step and the rest will follow. When it comes to LED lighting or any lighting project, the goal of the light is to produce light on another surface. So ideally, you don't actually want to see the source of the LED, you want to see the result of the LED light. So here I'm using some UV resin so it cures really fast to kind of make the LED filament opaque so you don't really see the individual diodes. That was the whole purpose for kind of covering it in that UV resin. I probably spent about $100 on both hands for supplies, including the resin to print the larger hand, to purchase the smaller hand, the electronics, the LED lighting, and a few other odd items. When you get to the end of the video and you see the final product and both shots of both hands, I really want to know which one you like better, the red one or the blue one. I call them fire and ice hands. When working with printed resin, just be careful that it is pretty brittle. I thought I could take a drill and drill a nice circular hole through the hand area, but it chips out and it cracks pretty easily. So either these really sharp bits, high speed, go slow. It's definitely brittle, just warning. I used some old scrap red oak to carve out the tops of the bases for the two hands, and then I used a router to hog out the bottom so it kind of insets and lays in on top of the two boxes.
Kind of review the electronics of the project. These little guys are called buck converters, and its sole purpose is you feed it a DC current in here, whether it's the plug or the line wire, and then it'll output 5 volts to either the line wire or the USB at the same time. So we're going to power, obviously, the little water pump and the LED lights by connecting them both to this wire line, so they're getting about 5.5 volts out. So this is just what we need. You could also use an alternative buck converter. This is a more advanced one. You can actually feed it a DC current and then output single, but you can adjust the output by turning this little dial up and down as well. So if you have a different need for maybe, feeding it 12 volts but only outputting 9, for example, if you want to do 3 LED filaments in a row, you would need 9 volts out. So you would feed it 12, change the dial, and then it would output 9 volts. And that's what I'm going to do in this case for the flexible LED filaments. Because for the fountain, here's what the water will be inside this ball, and then the straw is going to go to the very top to push the water as it cascades down the ball, and wrapped around that straw I'm going to have these LED filaments, and I'm going to have 2 of them wrapped around there, super glued. Because I need 2 of them, they're going to be going in series. That means I need 3 and 3, so 6 volts total. Connect them together, glue them to the straw. If I was doing them this way, you still just need 3 volts, but since I'm doing them in parallel, I need 6 volts. So you can see I've got 2 of them connected together and actually outputting 4.7 volts, but as soon as I turn this dial, the top, watch what happens. I bring it to 6. It's super bright.
Everyone, let me know which one's your favorite in the comments. I had a real fun time doing this one. I learned a ton, And yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you can, it really helps me out.